6, 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to David W. Hansbarger Stadium, Swanton, Ohio, home of the Swanton Bulldogs in the middle of senior night here at Swanton. Little different than we had it at home, Chris. I mean, we trotted 5 kids out. They trot 16 out.
Yeah, absolutely. A very senior-laden team here, and, this team, these seniors, you said it with Coach, we're seeing improvements every week. Last week we got the bugaboo of the touchdown off, and now we're back and, we've scored. So just kind of taking that next step, continuing on.
A win tonight was going to heal a lot of wounds for both of these teams, and both teams come in with first-year coaches. So they're trying to get their first win for the coaches, and that's going to be big. There's something about, having that mentor, that coach out there, getting that first win. And, for either one of these teams, a win here tonight propels them into the last couple of weeks of the season and gets them to start building towards next year. Yep. And that's what we're both looking for right now. Both teams looking to build towards next year and then be able to come back for these seniors, for our seniors, to come back and see something going on down the road. It's the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Had a chance to chat with Bryan head coach Scott Staten, and you'll hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome to Inside the Bears Den. Dave Brobston, Coach Staten, rolling into that last 3 games of the season. You put a lot of pieces together last Friday night.
Yeah, we had some positives to build off of. Obviously still not the outcome we're looking for. Putting 4 quarters together, I think that's the biggest thing. That's the message we've been driving home since week 1. We throw the film on, we see the mistakes, we see the things that we have to fix, but ultimately it comes down to putting 4 quarters of football together.
And you were able to take the top off the defense a couple of times, which really helps the running game. But I know from a coaching standpoint, there are effort penalties and there are no effort penalties. And those no-effort pre-snap penalties have to be driving you a little nuts.
So it's just mental mistakes, the roughing the kicker on a 4th and 12. That can't happen. We had good field position going into score before the half, and that gets negated, and they take it down. And, they don't get any points off of it, but neither do we.
And it's one of the things that you all need to stay in sequence. For our offense to be as effective as it should be, you all need to stay in sequence. And 2nd and 13, 1st and 15, 1st and 20, that doesn't help.
Yeah, it's just, and again, we put Cade in the backfield more, which he does. He offers an extra burst out of the backfield. We ran a middle zone right after we had a holding call. We were on the 19-yard line going into score again in the first half. We had a holding call that brought that back, and then the play after that we ran an outside zone concept, which he hasn't repped it a ton. He's ran it in practice, but never live, where you have a linebacker coming at you and so forth. He has the edge to go, and he knows this, and he tries to stutter step and cut back. It's kind of like a JV Saturday move instead of just hitting.
I think folks are going to be thrilled to see that we're hitting. I think folks are going to be thrilled to see that we're hitting a 37-yard field goal and go up by 3, which you don't see a whole lot in high school ball, especially in Northwest Ohio. It's just not a big part of our arsenal. So this week, Swanton on the road again. One of these rare things for you this year. 2 games on grass this year? Yeah. So this is going to be the first one. Swanton 0-7 as well. What are you looking for this week?
Well, I think first of all, when you look at them, all these teams, there's never going to be an easy game in the NWL. It's just not. Like, teams are going to be coached well. They're going to have good size. They're going to have guys that jump off on tape, and that's what you see with Swanton. They're going to be huge up front. We're going to be undersized across the board, offense and defensive line. They're going to run a 30 front on defense. And they're going to bring pressure. They have an outside safety, that number 5, who's real solid. Their nose tackle's good, and they were giving fits to PH's run game. So when you look at them, you look at 0-7, but you also see they have the capability at any point in time. They have a big quarterback that can run to put points up and to stop you defensively. So we're going to definitely have to play our best game this week.
Well, and as we've talked about all season, it's about process. And we're seeing each week a little bit more of that process come out Like you said, 4 quarters and eliminate mistakes, and maybe this is a week to do it. How are we doing health-wise?
Yeah, I think us being super thin hurt us on Friday night, as we mentioned off air. Just the fact that Hogan goes down with cramps and never comes back in the game, and he's our starting right guard and our starting linebacker. So if we had to do a NASCAR quick change on the sideline, if anybody caught that, with Lucas Reed, who was playing running back, because we got Cooper Beltran back, and we had to switch jerseys, and he had to go back in and play right guard.
I did notice. I'm like, when I saw him warming up with 6, and when he came back out, he had 65 on. But that's the reality of being a little bit thin, especially up front.
As far as this week goes, we haven't had any major injuries throughout the week. We should be healthy. Hogan should be good to go as well. So, barring any issues today in walkthroughs, we should be able to be healthy on Friday.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Friday night, 7 o'clock. Here we are. Inside the Bears Den, Dave Brobston, Coach Staten on the Golden Bears Sports Network. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here to Hasburger Stadium, home of the Swanton Bulldogs. Tonight's NWAL action between your Bryan Golden Bears and the hosting Swanton Bulldogs. Today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Vanetta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center.
Well, these two teams last played back on October 6th of 2023. Very different team. Bryan defeated Swanton by a score of 42-0, and that was last year's team. Sam Harold and Jace Kepler
had a field day that day.
They did, and so now it's two different teams, two teams that have no wins between them, and we're going to see a different situation. But should we meet Swanton first?
Let's take a look at Swanton first. Let's take a look at the host first.
All right, so the Swanton Bulldogs. You mentioned early on, Coach Nate McAfee is your coach at Swanton, and he came over from Anthony Wayne. He's been an assistant at Anthony Wayne, but he's a first-year mentor. And the number we talked about in the pregame, one game in their 4 years at Swanton, they beat Rogers back in 2022. They're averaging 2.8 points per game. They're allowing 42.3 points per game, and their last 5 games looked like this. As we have the last non-league game is in this list of 5, and the 4 league games are in this list of 5. So Ottawa Hills, Swasion, Liberty Center, Delta, and last week against Archbold, 56-6.
And you can see they went through the same thing that we kind of went through, is those 3 straight games that we couldn't get into the end zone.
Yep.
2.8 points a game, not a whole lot of offense for these Bulldogs. The last time the Bulldogs beat our Golden Bears was back in 2016. Swanton went 10-2 that year. Last time they made the playoffs, too, was 2016. Yep. So they're looking to get things going in a different direction. They're going to come at us tonight at 34 defense. We don't see it all that often, but we have seen it a couple times so far this year. In the teams we've seen with the 3-4, they do the same thing. It's up to our offensive line to figure out where the extra rusher's coming from, because they can come from any place in that 3-4. Now, this is one of those games that we can see the Bulldogs pull out all the stops.
Yep.
Senior night at home, 1 win against a team that's 0-7 like you are. And, this could be one. It's like, let's go out and let it fly, see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have the capability to do that. They can go up top. They're also very big up front, so the line play could be different as well. So, So we'll see what happens. But we'll meet the Bryan Golden Bears now. And
again, under first-year coach Scott Staten, we're 0-7 on the season as well. We got off to a hot start. Down in Van Wert, we got a turnover, or we made them go 3 and out. We took the opening drive. We went down and scored, and then the well dried up. It has just been, one of those really tough years as the offense just doesn't seem to be able to get on track at all. First touchdown since week 3 last Friday against Evergreen. Could have probably had, as you heard in the coach's show, should have had a couple more, but, woulda, coulda, shoulda only happen when you restart your Xbox. You got to put them on the board out here.
Rage quit.
You rage quit, exactly. You can't rage quit in high school football.
No.
Well, I don't know. Alabama did last week when that kid kicked the ball away. But our Golden Bears come in only averaging 5 points a game, so our offense hasn't been that much more prolific, but we're only giving up 38, 39 on the season. So on paper, we should be okay.
And, when you look at the 3 losses in the middle of that 5, at Delta, Patrick Henry, Liberty Center, those are the teams that are at the top of the league. And so, you expect those kind of lopsided games when you're playing the best of the best.
Well, and, I think that you and I have talked about it. I know Derek and I have talked about it. When we saw Delta, we're like, wow, that's a really good defense. And then you saw PH and went, holy cow. That's a really, really good defense. And then we went to Liberty Center, and that is a really, really, really good defense. And those two teams, Center and Patrick Henry, played a doozy of a game last week over in Hamler. So only one of 2 games that we're going to play on grass. We're not going to do a whole lot of grass playing this year. But I think that, and I think Coach agreed with us in the coach's show, we probably played our most complete game last week.
Absolutely. They definitely did. Put some drives together. A couple drives got stalled by penalties or mistakes, and they just need to button those up and not let that happen again. Why don't we take a real quick look at the NWL standings real quick before we take our next break. Liberty and Delta at the top. Liberty at the top by themselves. Delta and Patrick Henry the next at 3-1.
And then Archbold, Evergreen, Wauseon, Bryan, and Swanton. And if you're looking at us at 0-7, what's our goal for the end of the season?
To finish.
You want to get a win tonight. You want to get a win tonight. You got a very winnable game with Wauseon. And then the rivals from across the road to knock them out of playoff contention in the last week. That would be a complete season for our Golden Bears coming in here, and it helps us to build for next year. We're going to take one more break. We'll come right back. We'll get you tonight's officials and the national anthem. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922. We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Presentation of the colors for tonight's game as the band plays Sweet Land of Liberty. Presenting the colors tonight.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. They're adjusting and doing the national anthem just a little bit early, but
let's try to get through some of our keys of the game, at least one of them. Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company for 45 years, consistently remain #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all of your real estate needs. Let's take a look at keys. First for the Bulldogs.
Well, they want to get hats to the ball. They want to force turnovers. They want to be, in there swarming at Golden Bears, and that's what they want to do. They want to make Bryan one-dimensional. We've seen it before. If you can't get throws down the field, it becomes really easy to stop the run.
It does. And, we will say the Bears did a good job last week of taking the top off the defense a couple times. They're going to want to do that here tonight so we don't get into that one dimension. and it's senior night.
Yep,
Partner,
use
they want to
the
use the
home
home
crowd.
crowd.
Yep, for sure.
Blackout in the student section. Senior night, we've had the national. We've had the alma mater. We've got some stuff going on. Let's take a look at the Bears while the band wraps up before we get to the national anthem. We've got to eliminate the pre-snap penalties.
Exactly.
You know, as we talked about in the coaches show, you know, there's those penalties out there that are effort penalties. You know, you're going to get a hold every now and then. You're going to get a block in the back every now and then. But it's those pre-snaps. It's those lining up in the neutral zone, those false starts that are no effort. We want to establish the run. We really want to establish the run. Going to be a little bit of a wrinkle in things tonight. We're using the same formation all night long. We're going to start with 2 backs, then we're going to stay in 2 backs, and we'll be motioning out of that as the game goes on to get to our 2x2 or our 3x1. So we want to see a little bit of a different look from the Golden Bears. And again, like with every game we've played, Swanton wants to spread you out. So we're going to want to tackle in space.
Absolutely. Keys the Game brought to you by Carlin Company. And we're going to have our national anthem being sponsored by Veterans Services of Williams County.
Please join in the singing with the Swanton Marching Band as they play the national anthem.
Again, our national anthem brought to us by the Veteran Services of Williams County. Take a look at tonight's game officials here, partner. The game officials sponsored by the Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. Our officials tonight, Eddie Norrells, Ronald Barnhill, James Bailey Jr., Fred Blanton Jr., and Faisal Crumby Jr.
That's
the junior squad.
It's the junior squad. I noticed that, putting that in. Like three of the 5 are juniors. And
for our partners here who are, just on the radio and not on the stream, don't be shocked if you hear us talk about a lot of purple tonight, because there's purple everywhere tonight. Both teams rocking the purple.
Yeah, right now you're on TV, you're looking at the Bryan Marching Band in the purple. Swanton is in black and purple, but Swanton's going to be wearing the purple jerseys with the white numerals. Bryan's going to be in the white jerseys. And we're about ready to get this one underway as we're wrapping up the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Should we take our last break?
We'll take a last break and we'll come back with starting lineups.
Yep, we'll do that after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Tonight's starting lineup sponsored by Debbie's Dairy Freeze, serving you ice cream, soup, sandwiches, and more. Victories taste sweeter with Debbie's. Call ahead with your order, 419-636-5606. Let's take a look at our Golden Bears tonight, both on offense and defense, and we'll bring Swanton to you when they come to the field.
So let's take a look at the Golden Bear offense. As you said, a different formation happening tonight. 2 backs in the backfield the entire night, and they'll be setting it up like this. And the 2 backs are going to be Cade Carlin and Damian Wolf. 3 wideouts, Anthony Weber, Hudson Wheeler, and Aiden Wallace. Your quarterback is going to be freshman Rhett McGill. And then your line looks like this. Logan Carter at left tackle, Cade Spizak at left guard, Jamison Longoria at center, Connor Hogan at right guard, and Cooper Beltran at right tackle. And I'm telling you what, Cooper Beltran, it was great to see him back.
It was, and it made an incredible difference to our running game last week as it let Hogan shift back to his guard position, freed up Lucas Reed to focus on the defense. Now, Reed tonight is wearing number 6 on the defensive side of the ball, but if something happens like Connor went down with the cramps last week, we may see him switch to 65.
All right, let's take a look at the defense for the Bryan Golden Bears. They're going to line up like this.
We're going to run with a 4-4. Yeah, kind of a hybrid 4-4. Yep. Carter, Spizak, Uran, and Sickle across the front line. That swap last week was Sickle moving out to end and Jacob Uran into tackle. Got a lot of pressure coming off that left side. Our inside linebackers are going to be Damian Wolf and Connor Hogan. On the outside will be Lucas Reed and Hunter Watson, but Hunter can shift back. Well, both he and Reed can shift back into that strong safety position in passing situations. Our free safety is going to be Anthony Weber. We've called his name all year, probably leading this team in tackles. Cade Carlin and Aiden Wallace are going to be our D-backs.
There you have it. The starting line was brought to you by Debbie's Dairy Freeze, and I did not see who won the toss.
I didn't either.
So
we be wary here. We talked about pulling out all the stops. Be wary here. We talked about pulling out all the stops. That possibility of onside kicks early and often, fake punts, all of those things that teams do to kind of keep you on your toes and active. Back deep, Cade Carlin, looks like Anthony Weber back, and we are 1 week away from getting Sam Gonzalez in the lineup. He's going to be with us next week.
Yep.
And what we heard in the pre-coaches show is that he's a pretty dynamic kick returner on his own.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that'll give us 2 dynamic kick returners with he and Carlin back there.
Does that look like 7?
You got a 5x5 for Swanton, 7 kicking off.
That's Isaiah Bolliard, the senior. Bolliard, a soccer player too.
Yep.
Saw that name, I'm like, wait a minute.
You know that name. Short run up. Squibb, they went onside, recovered by Gage Phillips. Well, I don't know what was going on, but Coach sniffed that one out in a hurry, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sniffed that one out. So we've given you the Golden Bear offense. Let's take a look at this Swanton defense while we get ready to come out on the field.
Golden Bears will have it at the own 40.
Yep, 40-yard line. At their 40-yard line. This defense for Swanton is a 3-4 defense. Which means our line is going to have to be looking. They're going to have Dull, Smigursa, Kurtz along the front. Going to be a handoff coming this way. That's Wolf. He's got a host of blockers. Tries to cut it upfield. Does cut it upfield over the 45 to about the 46. That was a little student body left that time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to. I said that last week, I believe, too. You got to go behind your blockers and get going there. And a good 6-yard pickup.
You know, one of the things Coach said is he wanted to speed things up this week, go a little bit quicker. That's with the 2 backs. Now we're going to see Carlin going in motion to make it a 3-by-1. Carlin goes to the slot, and it's going to be a little bubble screen to Weber. Weber's going to cut it upfield, get about 3 on the play. Nice ankle tackle over there.
McGill to Weber.
Tackled on the play by
Bolliard.
3rd and 1 for the Golden Bears. Again, the twin backs, 2 to the boundary side, 1 to the field side, and we got a pre-snap penalty going the other way this time. Crew pull. Got pulled offside with the hard count. First down, Golden Bears in Swanton territory. Ball at the 46-yard line. Going to be Carlin going to the right. He gets to the outside. He cuts it upfield. Going to be enough to move the chains. Gain of about 11 on the play. Going to take it up to the 35-yard line. First down 10. Bryan. You know, and that's when, if we watch this on the Welding Construction replay, one of the things we talked about that Cade's been doing is planting the foot and cutting it back. That time, he just let the sweep found his way to the outside. If he gets outside the numbers, he's going to do some damage out there. Nice to see him taking that play where it led him.
And making good decisions.
Going to be Wolf going up the middle, wrapped up, brought down again to about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Going to give him 2. Mark it at the 33.
Wolf, stop by Hornet Ramsey.
Nice job there by Wolf, kind of going off tackle there, short gain. And the Bears have been using multiple sides of the field in this drive.
They have. Mixing it up, throwing a pass in there, couple of runs outside both ways. Now we're going to bring Wallace in motion to go 2-by-1 to this side. Wallace in the slot. And the handoff is going to be once again Wolf, and he's going to go nowhere.
Yeah, good job by the Swanton defense to come in and swarm him. And he may have lost. He lost about 3 yards.
He lost about 3.
4 yards.
4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 12. And we talked about where you're coming from. That was a safety blitz.
Yep.
And come right up the A gap and just blew the play up. 2-by-1 for the Golden Bears. Going to roll to the right, throw back to the left to Carlin. Carlin's got a block. He gets out, cuts it back upfield. He's inside the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Golden Bears. No laundry on the field.
Nice job there to Carlin, and that was nice.
That was a really nice play. If we look at it here, a play we've used a lot, a nice fake. You drew all the line in. A nice block on the side. Carlin cuts it upfield. Another good block downfield by Wallace and takes it into the end zone.
You know, Carlin started the year, as you recall, as quarterback, and I feel like after that, after he got moved to running back, didn't have that quarterback position. He was way more mobile. He's way more mobile in the backfield than he was as the quarterback.
And more aggressive.
Yeah.
He's just more aggressive with the way he was running the ball. We're going to have a timeout before we get to our extra point for an injury on the field. We'll take one with them here. A 30-second timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Welcome back here to Swanton. Young man being helped off the field.
66.
That is Evan Smigelski.
Yep, Smigelski, I believe, is the starting lineman.
He's their starting center and their starting nose tackle. That could be a big loss for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking like we're going to go for 2 here. Keep the kickers on the sideline.
It's an interesting decision here.
Well, we did it to start the season.
Yep.
We went for 2 against Van Wert. Coach rolling the dice. Going to roll, throw, caught. 2-point conversion is good to Carlin. 8-0 Golden Bears. We will send it away for the next break, and we'll come right back with our kickoff here. 8-0, your Golden Bears leading on the main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. Bryan taking an early lead here. 9:30 to go. Quick opening drive. Took 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock.
Yep, went 40 yards. No, it went 60 yards. Excuse me.
Going to bring up an 8-0 lead for the Golden Bears on the 2-point conversion completed to Carlin as well. Iran's got the ball teed up middle of the field on the 40-yard line. 2 deep men for Swanton, 5 men up front. Let's see if we try something like they did here to start this one off. Coach wouldn't do that this early, would he? We haven't played one all year. I don't know. We're tight. And it is going to be drilled on the ground. Going to roll out of bounds. Made a nice try at it.
Kick is out of bounds.
So let's see. They can accept or force a re-kick. I think they're just going to accept it at the 35.
Yep, you get it at the 35 or you back us up to the 35 to re-kick it.
Bulldogs accept the penalty. It'll be first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
I like it. If you got a fast guy down there and, you know.
Yeah, I do too.
You avoid returns.
And, you know, it keeps things honest. Just got one extra hop. The Bulldogs coming out, led by Lucas Wilson, their 6'1", 210-pound senior quarterback. In the backfield, Drake Harris. Going to be Harris up the middle. Wrapped up, brought down after a gain of about 2. Spizak and Wolf on the tackle for the Golden Bears.
Anytime you got a lineman making tackles, that's good.
That's good. We've been calling Weber's name way too often, making tackles in the defensive backfield. He and Cade Carlin, when he was playing back there at safety. Brings up second down, 8 to go, ball on the 37. Going to run a bubble of their own. Get it out to the sideline. Forced out of bounds at about the 40. I think they're going to mark him at the 40-yard line or 41-yard line. Nice little gain on the play, but a good job as Hunter Watson was blocked early on the play, but just pushed his blocker over and let the rest of the Bryan defense get there to just escort him out of bounds. Ball at the 41 now, third down, 4 to go. Going to go with a full house backfield this time. 2 receivers to the near side. Tight end to the far side. Snap. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he's not going to get to the first down. He's going to get about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 2.
Wilson had a blocker in front of him, but being able to shed that was Carter Sickle.
Sickle and Carlin closed in as well. Going to see if Swanton's going to go for it here on 4th and 2 in their own territory, or if they're going to bring the punting unit out. I don't see the punting unit coming out. They're leaving the offense on the field. 4th and 2, 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Bryan leading Swanton 8-0. Swanton going to go for it here on 4th down.
Spreading it out wide here.
2 receivers down this way. And it's going to be the quarterback coming this way, and he's brought down. That was Connor Hogan. Hogan sniffed that out, met the quarterback, and dropped him for a loss of 1. Turnover on downs, Golden Bear football.
Yeah, that was a nice drive there by the defense. You got your offense going for the first drive. Let's get the defense going, get a stop, and get the ball back.
And, you know, taking over in positive territory is always a nice thing. Again, McGill at quarterback, Wolf and Carlin the running.
.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here. Bryan coming out of their timeout. First down 10 on the Swanton 42 after a turnover on downs. Golden Bears took the opening drive 60 yards for a score. 2-point conversion was good. We get the ball back in plus yardage. That's the way you write the script, partner.
Absolutely. Now you need a 42-yard drive. Get it going.
Yep. Near hash mark. You got Wheeler this way. And it's going to be a roll. The pass is on again. Going to cut it upfield. McGill inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. Making a little something out of nothing there. You know, it's nice to see a quarterback, the pressure come and get a couple of yards on the play instead of losing 3 or 4.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Cade Carlin was well covered during that one. Obviously, you go for a touchdown in a 2-point conversion, you get some eyes on you.
Going to be Wolf up the middle. He's going to be brought down for just a short gain. Going to give him 2 yards. Going to bring up third down, 6 to go for the Golden Bears. We're going to say officially 3rd and 5, ball to 37. And if you see Bryan in a little bit more of a hurry up here, they're trying to move things.
Yep.
And we get movement again.
They're going to say that's a false start on the Bears, though.
I'm going to
Interesting.
say their guy got back. Wow. I saw their guy come to the neutral zone, but I guess he didn't make contact.
Oh, that makes it 3rd and 10.
Yep, 3rd down, 10 to go.
A little bit tougher.
See what Bryan does here. They dialed up the screen pass last possession. You got McGill throwing the ball really well tonight, finding open receivers 2-by-1, and they're going to leave it in the 2-by-1, staying in to pick up the blitz. McGill's going to scramble. He's got nowhere to go. Make something out of nothing. Is going to be up to about the 36-yard line, where it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4 for the Golden Bears. See if we do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, 4th and 4, and you're in their territory. I mean, it almost, unless you're going to try a real long field goal, it's got to be
I think Uran can hit from 50 in practice. I'm not sure with a rush and a snap on the grass. So we're going to be 4th and 4 here for the Golden Bears. Again, Twins to the top side. Wheeler down here to himself, closest to us on the field side. Now we're going to bring Aiden Wallace in motion, go to slot left, and it's going to be a play action pass, nowhere to go, and McGill's going to be brought down. Just could not count for all the linebackers coming. Swanton brought the house. We left 2 in to block, but we just couldn't block everybody.
A big loss of 7.
And Swanton gets the ball back at about the same place they lost it.
Yep.
1st down 10 Swanton.
So for them, you got to be very pleased with that drive.
Pleased with that. After the first drive, to be able to get this drive, get off the field, get the ball back. Still only down 8-0, about halfway into the first quarter. 6:10 left here in the first. 2 backs in the backfield. Going to run 1 in motion. And it's going to be a toss to that side, following the runner. Harris is going to head down the sideline. Nice run. Picked out his blocks well. Going to move the chains for the Bulldogs.
That was a nice move. You can see just down the sideline, followed his blocks in.
Harris tripped up by Weber.
Weber on the tackle.
1st down, Bulldogs.
Into Bryan territory.
At the 46-yard line. Halfway through this first quarter, Bryan leading 8-0 on your main stops in Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Again, going to a little bit of a power look again for the Bulldogs. Pressure coming off the edge this time. They're going to go up the middle, though, and a gain of about 4. The ball's loose.
Bears
Bryan pointing their way. And the Bears got the ball.
Football on the play, recovered by Bryan.
Trying to look and see.
I don't know who had the ball. Who was that? Could you tell?
Let's see. I believe it was, I saw a 20.
Yeah, it was 20.
Taberski.
Yep.
Not sure who was in on the recovery. I saw Damian in there. I saw Connor Hogan in there. I saw Weber in there. So it could have been any of those guys. And here comes up the middle. That's going to be Carlin picking his way forward. Going to be out near the 50. Going to mark him short at the 49-yard line. Nice pickup of about 6 on the play.
2nd down.
Just patiently picked his way through the hole that time. Bryan doing a check with me on the sidelines, calling their play in. Again, Twins to the boundary side, and it's going to be a run coming this way, and that's going to be Wolf. He gets over the 50 to the other 49, but only gets about 2 on the play.
Well, and the nice thing there about Wolf is he was very patient. The hole was closing very quickly. He waited, made a little cut move, and then when he was getting tackled, he protected the ball.
And that's the thing is, we've talked about, no dead ball penalties, no turnovers. Again, 2-by-1 for the Golden Bears in a hurry up. Going to be a hand up in the middle. It's going to be Wolf. He's going to be right at the marker. I think enough for a first down. Going to move the ball to the 46, first down, Golden Bears. Nice stretch at the end to pick up that extra few inches to make it so it was a no-doubter. Clock rolling, 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Golden Bears driving into Swanton territory. We're going to motion Carlin out to go 3-by-1. And it's going to be a pass. McGill's got time, throws it deep down the middle, overthrows, hit as he throws. The young man's got a live arm. He's got an amazingly live arm. And he overthrew his receiver while he had pressure in his face and got hit as he threw. Most of the time you see those float and go short. That one didn't. That one
floated and went long.
Yeah.
Went long.
Second down, 10 to go Golden Bears. I like the play. It keeps their safeties honest. I like the play, even if it's incomplete. Keeps people honest. Carlin breaks out of one tackle, coming back this way. Nice little tackle right there. Coach told us to be aware of him, Caden Bryan.
Carlin shot by Bryan.
You look at him come up. Cade gets out of one in the backfield, and nice tackle, just perfect form tackle there by Bryan coming up from his safety position. Third down, 6 to go. Ball at the 42, going to put Carlin in motion.
Trips to that side now.
And they're going to roll to that side. Throws a little high. Going to bring up fourth down. Now we're at the 42. Are we going to go for it again, or are we going to bring Jacob out and have him try to pin him?
Well, the key is if you get a touchback, it's only a change in possession of 20 yards. So, I mean, see what we can do here. The Gunners team has to be really quick to get down there. That's going to be really important.
That's really important. Seth Carman back deep for the Bulldogs, standing on his own 10. Coach has probably told him, put your heels on the 10. If it goes over your head, don't touch it. Snap.
Ooh, high snap.
Punt. Nice punt. Going to bounce. Going to be a shot. No, it's going to go into the end zone. Gave it about everything we had right there.
Around in the end zone. Bulldogs take over. 1st and 10.
First down 10, Bulldogs will take over at the 20. And like you said, it's only a 22-yard gain on a kick into the end zone, but
you got to play the percentages.
You got to play the percentages. You went for it last time and didn't get it.
And it was shorter yardage last time.
And you gave them a short field. So this time, pin them back, trust your defense. The defense has played well. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. 8-0. Bryan on your main stops the Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Open when you need them. Don't forget, Thursdays, every Thursday at main stop. Going to be a toss coming this way. Going to be Harris. Watson gets him first, and then helped out in the end by
Harris.
I think Wolf was in there.
Yep, Wolf came in to finish it up. That was a little bit of a mismatch there.
Yep.
You look at Harris. He's 6'2", 205. Hunter Watson ain't 6'2", 205.
No, he's not.
They're going to run it again. Coming back with the same play. This time out over the 30, pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Good old-fashioned power football.
They give him the 35. That's a pickup of 12.
Big gain.
Hey, it works. Do it. Keep doing it, right?
Now we're flipping folks around on the defensive line. We're going with a 3-man.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's loose in the backfield. Going to be a loss on the play as Swanton falls on it.
Was that a direct snap to? No, it was not.
Nope.
Sorry, I thought it was a direct snap.
I think they're trying to run the same play again. And you can't blame them.
Right. All right, that is a loss of 5.
5 on the play, 2nd and 15. See if Swanton pulls out their passing game here in 2nd and 15.
I've been impressed with the way Swanton's been moving the football.
I have too. Bryan's moved into a 3-man down front. Put a little bubble shell, walking people around. Going to run one in motion. Going to pitch it that way. Ball's on the ground. Wrapped up, brought down.
Harris again on the pitch. No, that might not have been Harris that time.
Reed on the tackle.
That was 15. So that was Phillips. Or sorry, Sean McGarry, excuse me.
McGarry on the carry, stopped by Lucas Reed. Going to back him up, 2nd and 17. One receiver each way. Tight end Strong side to the right. Going to be a little, that's a loose ball, and I think that's a Bryan football. We're going to see if that is, it is.
Yes.
Backwards pass. That was a Bryan.
So we're going to call that a run with a fumble, right?
Yep. Refs are going to talk about it, but in the backfield, handoff up the middle, nowhere to go that time. That was Damian Wolf, ran into a whole host of Bulldogs.
I like the up-tempo the Golden Bears are doing. We haven't seen this a lot, trying to move fast with the football and maybe catch Swanton sleeping a little bit, but that time, no gain.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball still at the 21, inside 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Going to be Carlin going to the right, cuts it upfield, inside the 20, inside the 15.
Close to a first down.
I think they're going to mark him. This side, they're marking him at the 12, which would bring up 3rd and 1. Yep, put it right at the 12. 3rd down, 1 to go for the Golden Bears. See if we try to go quick.
Got a timeout, officials timeout.
Got an injury timeout. With that injury timeout, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back here. You know, it's one of the things, partner, is you've seen 2 young men helped off the field here for Swanton tonight. And this is one of the few teams that are about as thin in depth as we are.
Yep. You look at Patrick Henry and Liberty Center across, 50, 40.
50, 60 kids
yeah, and here it's the same situation.
Yep, same situation. A lot of guys going both ways late in the
16
season.
16 seniors, I think you said. 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 to go. Wheeler comes out this way by himself. Twins to that side. We haven't looked at Wheeler at all. Everything's gone to that strong side.
Well, he had that catch against Evergreen.
51-yarder, longest play of the season for us. And we're not going to let it go to halftime. Carlin's going to get the ball. He's going to be close, but I don't know if he's going to get there.
I don't know if he got it either.
It's going to be really close.
Let's see where the spot goes.
Inside the 12. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 1, and that's the end of the first quarter here from Swanton. Your Golden Bears 8, Swanton nothing. We come back with a Bryan 4th and 1. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Coming back, 4th and 1, Golden Bears, ball at the 12. Let's take a look around the NWOAL. Archibald leading Wauseon 10-0. Patrick Henry 7, Delta 3, and no score between Liberty Center and Evergreen in the second quarter.
That's crazy to me.
Going to bring up 4th down 1. Ball sets at the 12-yard line. Bears need to get it right to the 11. It's going to be Wolf up the middle, and I'm not sure.
Oh, the second effort
may
maybe
have got
got
him
it.
there.
They're going to spot at the 10, so that'll be a first down.
That was a little bit of wrestling power coming out that time.
Absolutely was. They got him. I think they marked him at the 10. Yep, they marked him at the 10.
Right at the 10-yard line. And the ball is on the 10, so it can't get inside. No first down possible. It is first and goal for the Golden Bears.
The longest first and goal you could have.
Exactly.
Unless you had a penalty.
Going to run motion, put 2 to the wide side, and we're going to roll that way. Looking at Carlin out of the backfield. Going to be wrapped up for no gain. Bryan on another tackle for the Swanton team.
Did they lose? Oh, okay. They said he lost 2 yards.
Yeah, it looks like it. 2nd and 12. I thought it was a no gain, but 2nd and goal from the 12.
Yep.
2 receivers to this way. We're going to roll this way. McGill looks downfield.
Oh, dropped it. Damian Wolf.
Right where he wanted it, right in the hands. Bring up 3rd down and goal.
I like the play call there.
I do too. Little flood to the boundary or to the field side. You got 3 levels. You got somebody. You got Damian. You got somebody at the goal line. You got somebody about 5 yards deep. You give McGill a lot of choices. Wheeler to the top of your screen. Wallace and Weber to this side. Wallace goes in motion to make it 2-by-1 to the boundary side, and it's going to be a reverse. Coming this way. 10-5, touchdown Golden Bears. That is Aiden Wallace. Little double reverse action going on.
That was cool.
That was nicely designed play.
And it went, you can see it on the Welland Construction replay, it went to Wolf, and then Wallace was coming in motion and just took it all the way to the house.
It's a little wrinkle to the jet sweep.
Yep, it is.
First time we've seen him since the first week. Oberlin on to try the extra point out of Carlin's hold. The kick is up, and it is good. With 10:56 to go here in the first half from Swanton, your Golden Bears 15, Swanton nothing. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back. Little Yacht Rock Friday night here from Swanton. Have to have Krista move me down into my late night FM DJ voice here, Krista. Bryan, again, good stop by the defense on picking up the fumble at the 36.
Yep.
And then 36 yards.
8 plays.
8 plays?
Yeah, and you know what was interesting, we've talked about Hunter Watson a lot this year, and that kid missed a couple weeks due to injury, and he is really, really a big part of this Bryan Golden Bear team.
Yeah, playing on the defensive side of the ball, you know, we know what he can do returning kicks. We're probably not going to do that with a wobbly knee. You know, we know what he can do offensively. Probably not going to do that with a wobbly knee. But out there on defense, you know, he's holding up his side of the field, and he's very outsized when Harris comes around that corner.
And both of the scores for Bryan are off of turnovers.
Off of turnovers. Making the turnovers count. See if Uran puts one deep or if he sends one long this time or squibs it again. Short run up. He does put his foot into this one. Going to bounce over everybody's head, roll into the end zone. Oh,
that was scary.
Yep, there's a Bulldog return man who's thankful that took one last hop. Because, man, when that ball's bouncing around on the 1 yard line, you are in no man's land. But what a wicked hop. I mean, he had it played perfectly,
it
just went over his head.
And it bounced at the 2, and then it bounced at the 1, and then it just bounced in.
And you know, you could just feel that young man's stomach getting tight, like, oh, no, oh, no.
I'm going to have to pick this up on the 1.
Yeah. Swanton coming out. Going to pitch, coming this way. Cuts it outside. Flag coming in from the far side. Or was that the the umpire.
Flag on the play.
And we got one late. One of them's going to be unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure what the first one is.
So he got out to the 23 before the penalty.
Waiting for the signal from the official. There's going to be two.
Holding.
A hold against Swanton. Then a dead ball. Personal foul against Bryan. So let's see how they measure these out.
Holding.
It should be 10 yards back from the line of scrimmage and then 15 yards forward. So it should be a net +5. Got to mark it off the 10. And then mark it up 15. And I think that the dead ball gives an automatic first down. So I think it's going to be 1st and 5 officially.
And we'll go out to the 20.
Ball right at the 25, near
Yep.
hash. 1st down, 5 to go for the Bulldogs. You got twins to this side, going to pitch to this side. Boy,
Hunter Watson.
We talk so often about the broadcaster's curse.
Yep.
That was a broadcaster's blessing, partner. Hunter Watson fires in, blows that play up. Big loss on the play, back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball right back at the 20-yard line where we started.
So the net of all that was we have a loss of down.
Loss of down, exactly. Oh, my. Shuttling runners in and out for the Bulldogs. Going to switch things around. 8 to go on the play clock. See if they have to burn one here. 5, 4, 2, 1. They get a timeout. They get a timeout.
Yeah, that was the coach going, we're not going to trust this.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
You know, it's an interesting thing. And there's a rule that I didn't know, but it happened in a Chiefs game. You know, shocking. There was a new rule that came up in a Chiefs game. I know. For all you Chiefs fan out there, I'm sorry, but you got a lot of love coming from the Zebras. But the only person that can call a timeout on the sideline is a head coach. I thought any coach on the sideline could call it. It's got to be the head coach. And you saw that time. The offensive coaches were down there shuttling players in and out. The head coach come running down the sideline, McAfee did, to get that timeout before it went to the – I mean, it was ticking to 0. So good heads-up play by the coach getting down there to call that timeout.
I got to give master props to the PA announcer /
Enough for a first down. Nice pitch and catch that time. Very patient play.
And that was Dennis
Wilson
Robinson.
To Robinson, yep. Going to gain a
See that option a lot where you got the sweep. You're going on the sweep, and you have the option to pitch it at the last second or keep it forward. When Bryan covered the pitch man, nothing else that they could do except go forward.
And a little bit different than the read option that we ran last year with Jason Sam. This is more of a traditional-looking option. Bryan's bringing pressure. Going to be the option again. Wilson's going to keep it again. Met wrapped up, brought down short of the first down. Again, well read by the Golden Bears. Damian Wolf fired through that A gap.
Wilson.
Ball's going to be at the 39. 3rd down, 2.
Yep.
3rd down and 2.
Line to gains the 41.
And again, Swanton taking the air out a little bit here in the second quarter. Letting that play clock roll down a little bit. See if they run the power to this side like they've been doing all night. This time it is going to be the read option like we had last year. That looked like a little bit like a Jason Sam play right there.
Wilson, stop by Watson. First down.
Enough to move the chains. First down 10. Swanton ball at their own 44.
Pickup of 5 on there. That was a nice play right there. And you know what? What's really interesting to me is Swanton is not putting anybody, and now they're going to make a liar out of me. They're not putting anybody on the far side of the field, but here they do swap it. It's been a while since they've had anybody on the far side of the field.
They've been running everything to the boundary, moving things to the field side now, and it's going to be a run that way. Once again, it's going to be the option play. Wilson's going to power forward to the 47, Gave about 3.
And I tell you what, Lucas Wilson was listed actually as the running back on the Bryan scouting. So I don't know if some stuff has happened during the week where they've switched, but Drake Harris was the quarterback of record on the Bryan scouting report.
And that's what Coach was talking about their quarterback was such a big kid, and that'd be Harris. And he's going to get the ball coming this way. He's got a seam, stiff arm, inside Bryan territory, out at about the 40-yard line.
He's a good little runner there.
Smigelski's down again. Came in, tried to give it a go. Down again. That leg.
Officials come out for an injury.
With that injury on the field, partner, why don't we take one with them? You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Smigelski lips off to the sideline. Swanton's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the Bryan 40 as we get ready.
I've been really impressed with the combination of Wilson and Harris.
It's a tough running combination.
Yeah, and I mean, when you look at the teams in the NWOAL, you know, they just haven't had a lot of success, but this is an offense that looks like it could have success.
One back in the backfield, 2 to this side. They're going to pitch it to this side. Bryan's going to crash. Reed stays with them and brings them down. That was a heck of a play by the freshman.
Absolutely. Lucas Reed he was not fooled by that at all, and you see him come in, try to blast it. He just stuck with it.
And just does not let him go. Loss of 2 on the play. Ball back at the 42. Twins to this side. 1 to the field side. Harris behind Wilson. Overthrown.
And that wasn't Harris that was out there behind Wilson. That was number 15, Sean McGarry.
Their number 2 back. Yep, I look down there now and see Harris on the sideline. Going to bring up 3rd down, 12 to go. Harris going to come back in now.
Well, he's been carrying a lot of the load here in this drive.
He has. Pass was aimed at Carmen over his head. Little confusion with Swanton trying to get into position. Now they get their slot in place. And we're going to get a penalty on the play. Offsides, Bryan.
Wow.
Offside.
Those darn dead ball penalties.
Pre-snap penalties, they say.
I'm not sure if Damien came early on his blitz. Let's take a look here. Nope, didn't see it on the replay. Damien was blitzing, and I'm not sure if he got into the neutral zone. Brings up 3rd down 7 now. 6:32 to go here in the first half. Back to passes Wilson. Chased, throws, finds his receiver. Going to be Robinson. Enough for a 1st down, driven out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. And we got a flag coming in late.
I think it's going to be a personal foul. Like late hit out of bounds.
That'll move it to the 10.
Let's see, he got down to the 25, right?
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike against Bryan.
Golden Bears.
That's not going to make Coach happy.
Nope.
I'm not sure what was said. Carlin gets him out of bounds. That's the penalty. He stood over top of him and flexed. And they said at the beginning of the year, anything that looks like a taunt is going to be called as a taunt. So that brings up 1st down, 10 to go. Ball at the 12. Snap comes in. We got nobody's doing anything. Everybody thought it was a dead ball, and it's going to go to Bryan's advantage. It's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Nobody moved for Swanton. Nobody moved for Bryan.
That was weird. Let's see if we get that on replay.
Look at the Welling Construction replay. The snap comes back, and everybody just stands there.
Oh, my goodness.
And Hunter Watson just was like, okay, no one's going to blow the whistle. I'm going to tackle him. I think they thought there was a penalty, but there was no laundry down. Big sack on the play. Makes it back 2nd and 16. Ball back to the 18-yard line. 5:48 to go in the first half. Motion coming this way for the Bulldogs. They fake it. They give it to Harris. Harris going to drive forward, pushes the pile, wrapped up. They're going to finally mark him down. Going to mark him down at the 14-yard line.
Look at this pile move. Whole bunch of guys come in, and Harris, and then he had somebody else helping him, and then the lineman got into it, tried to push him forward.
Try to do a little bit of rugby scrum there. Ball's going to be at the 14, 3rd and 12. Got to be 4-down territory, you'd think, for the Bulldogs. Looking with the check with me. Everybody looking to the sideline. Wilson's got 2 backs with him and is going to roll this way. Tries to square his shoulder, throws it down just out of the reach of his receiver. He likes Robinson.
He does.
Going to bring up 4th down, 12 to go. I'm not sure if they've got a kicker. If you try a 19-yarder here, you're going to go for it. If you got a kicker, you may try it.
Yeah.
Looks like they're leaving the offense on the field. 4th and 12. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half on your Main Stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard.
I didn't see the kickers warming up. We were having some technical issues at the beginning, and one of Bryan's kicks hit the scoreboard, though.
Back to pass, looking for the end zones. Got a receiver, just missed him. And if he comes back, let's take a look. Yep.
Number 80.
Number 80.
Dennis Robinson.
Another turnover on downs. Golden Bears will take over deeper in their own territory this time. Back at the 14, 15-yard line. Going to mark it just in. Well,
should be at the 14.
It was 14 going their way because it was inside the 15, but it's a 15 coming back because it's outside the 14.
Okay.
Yep.
Now they're moving it. See, now they're moving it. Look.
Okay, now it's back to the 14. They need to move the sticks back.
They need to move the sticks back.
They're going to mark it ready for play. Again, our 2 backs in the backfield, and it's going to be a run up this side. Carlin, nowhere to go. Well read that time by the Bulldog defense. Trying to run just a simple off tackle. One receiver each way for the Golden Bears this time. Oh, slot to this side. Window pane got in my way, partner.
You don't see too many that swing out, do you?
Nope. Trying to get a jump. It's going to be Wolf heading over the left side. He gets out over the 20 to about the 21. Keeping us in sequence. You know, you can work with a 3rd and 3.
I'm trying to see. It was Carlin that threw the block right there to let him get there. So that was nice there, Carlin.
3rd down, 3 to go. Weber out wide, Wallace in the slot. We're going to come this way. Carlin trying to get outside, and he's not nowhere to go. Once again, Bryan comes in and drags him down.
And Carlin's slow getting up.
You know, coaches said that he had dinged that shoulder a little bit earlier in the year. Got thrown down pretty hard on it that time.
That went all the way back inside the 20 to the 17.
Big loss on the play. Jacob Uran going to be punting from the shadow of his own goal line this time. Puts his feet on the 3. Returners on the 50. Snap back, the punt. Low punt. Going to take a nice Golden Bear roll. We finally get a roll to go our way for the first time all season.
All season.
It's going to be a mark down to the 34.
all season. That was a heck of a punt.
That was a heck of a punt.
50 yards exactly.
After how many of those punts that he's hit these beautiful skyrocket punts that hit and bounce back, he hits one that he's going to say was a duck that didn't hit it right, and he gets a 15-yard roll out of it. That ball's oblong, and it doesn't do what you think it's going to do. Lucas Reed on another stop. Freshman getting a lot of time. You know, he's had a really solid season for a freshman, just being moved all over the place, playing guard, which wasn't his natural position, getting some defensive time at linebacker now. Going to walk up and almost play defensive end, that position that Sam played last year.
Oh.
And Bryan, I believe, jumps.
Yep.
Hard count got him. Both Spizak and Uran came into the neutral zone. Logan Carter going to check back in. Seeing number 6 move from the inside to the outside and walk up on the line looks really familiar. And they go again. 2 hard snap counts in a row, and enough for a first down. And that's gonna let Jacob come to the sideline and have a little conversation.
Yep.
Ball's going to be right at the 45. First down, right at 2 minutes. Clock running inside 2 minutes. 15-0 Bryan. One back in the backfield. It's going to be the little swing pass again. This time it's caught. Getting to the outside. Ball's loose again. See if Bryan got on it before they went out of bounds. And it is. Another fumble, Bryan football. Good hustle to get on the ball. Lucas Reed stripped it out. Ball bounded forward right on the sideline. Let's see who got on it for the Golden Bears. That little swing pass. Reed punches it out. Ball is right on the sideline.
First and 10.
Gage Phillips. Gage Phillips with the recovery for the Bears. 1:40 to go.
They got
Bryan
down to the
right at the 48-yard line. Let's see if we try one over the top.
Yep, I think that would be the plan right there.
The third turnover of the night for the Bulldogs. McGill fades back to pass, looks out into the flat.
Intercepted.
Ball is intercepted. Coming the other way. Read the quarterback's eyes.
McGill's pass intercepted by
Marquise Selecki on the interception.
Bulldogs at around the 49-yard line.
Another turnover. There's been a lot of turnovers here.
That was one that the young quarterback was watching his receiver all the way, and the safety just slipped up into the spot. See what happens here, the 1:30 to go. The ball wasn't marked ready for play. The referee was not back in his place.
They're now marking, well, back it up.
49.
49. He was standing at the 50.
He didn't get the yard gain on the dead ball.
Yeah,
No.
not possible.
I mean,
you know, we've talked about it. I always say they round up to the white lines.
I do. Spigelski still is back in at center again. And timeout. Swanton's going to take a timeout with 1:30 to go. We'll take one with them. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. Little shipping up to Boston.
Yeah.
It's been a nice playlist tonight.
It has been.
Give them a lot of credit. You got young kids doing Irish jig dances in the stands. Fun night. Ball at the 49. First down, 10 to go, 1:31. but Swanton down to only one timeout now. Wilson takes a snap. They're going to run the pitch out to this side. Overthrows everybody. Trying to run that little bubble.
Wilson to Zalecki, incomplete.
Wilson was making sure that it went forward that time, though.
Zalecki all of a sudden has been involved in the last few plays.
Now they're penalized in the yard. Ball should be at the 49. There we go. There we go.
An incomplete pass usually doesn't reduce.
Loss of one.
Loss of one.
It's okay. We got it all sorted out. Minute 28. Not much time off the clock on the incomplete pass. Twins to this side. One receiver to
Another
the other
hard
side.
count.
Bryan stayed on this time.
And now we're going to get
the
a
third timeout. As the play clock was running down again.
Bulldogs.
Why don't we keep it here with
Yep.
them through this timeout? Bringing them back for the field of play. Got a halftime update from Bath. Bath leading Defiance 14-0 at the half. Let's look around the rest of the NWL. Liberty Center decided to play. Now 21-0 at the half. Said, okay,
there was a timeout there.
Enough of this nothing.
There was a timeout in there, and I know that Casey Muller spent about the entire timeout just ripping his team.
Wilson back to pass, looking deep down the seam, over everybody's head. Incomplete.
That was intended
Pass is incomplete.
for number 80.
Robinson.
Michelle Morrison. Michelle Morrison.
PH now 28, Delta 3.
That score surprises me a little bit. I thought Delta would be a little bit closer
I did
against
too.
PH.
And Archibald Wasion, 17-14, are two upcoming opponents. You know, why is it seems like every year Archibald's got a kicker?
They recruit.
Yeah, I mean, they've always got a decent kicker. You see them putting up field goals more than anybody else. 2 to the boundary side, 1 to the field. Third down, quarterback rolls that way, throws it over everybody's head, incomplete, going to bring up 4th and 10.
I didn't even see who was targeted that time. I think it was probably Robinson
Kinda
again.
went over. Yep, that was Robinson out there on the. Let's see if they're going to go for it here. Now, it looks like they're bringing the punting unit on. Not in a hurry bringing the punting unit on, but here they come. So that's Bryan back to punt. I see Weber and Carlin back deep to receive for us. Play clock down to 10. Bryan trying to get somebody off the field. Nope, trying to cover over a wide man outside. Nice sneaky play. I thought Bryan was trying to get somebody off the field. And
Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake.
And there he goes to the 25, the 20.
Fumble out, ball.
And Bryan's got it back.
Wow. Just like a punt. Wow. That was interesting.
The up back takes it, gets nice hit.
Recovered by Bryan.
He got all the way out to the
25.
25. That was a huge pickup, and just at the end, that was a 26-yard pickup before the fumble, and that's the 4th fumble of the night for Swanton. Right to left.
Going to roll this time, looking to pass, dumps it off. It's going to be Carlin trying to get outside. Drug out of bounds. Stop the clock. But seeing what the gain is on the play.
I think he got 1.
1, 2, 1.5. Nope, 2. Looks like 2. Third date. And he didn't get out of bounds.
So they don't even have to snap this.
Nope. And we're ready to take it to the half, I do believe. And that's it. End of the first half. 15-0 Golden Bears. We'll be right back after this message with the Bryan High School Marching Band.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Welcome back. As your Golden Bear band is getting ready to march out onto the field, we will take that look at halftime scores from around the area as the band's getting ready. Liberty Center 21, Evergreen nothing, Tenora 7, Ayersville nothing, Edgerton 21, Fairview 12, Bath 14, Defiance nothing, PH 28, Delta 3, Eden 40, Hilltop nothing, Shawnee 14, Van Wert 13, Archibald 17, Wauseon 14, Northwood over Pillier 6-0. And 15-0 here. And tonight is little cheer night for Swanton. So they get to go do a little halftime thing before our band.
Well, would you like me to try to give you some stats?
Why don't we run through some stats here, partner?
Sure. Let's take a look first. Bryan with 6 first downs to Swanton's 8. Bryan was 2 of 7 for third downs, 1 of 2 for fourth downs. Swanton was 2 of 5 for third down, 0 of 4 for fourth down. Total yards pretty even. Bryan 114, Swanton 115. But Bryan has 55 passing yards on 5 for 9. And Swanton 34 passing yards on 4 for 9. 1 interception for the Golden Bears. Rushing, 21 attempts for 59 yards for the Bears. 22 attempts, 81 yards for the Bulldogs.
But 4 fumbles.
Yep, 4 fumbles. And the penalties, Bryan was penalized 6 times for 52 yards. Swanton penalized 2 penalties for 15 yards. And again, those 4 turnovers for Swanton, all fumbles, which they lost. And the Golden Bears had 1 interception. And we're not going to give time of possession because that is something that our stats program is still working on.
Still working its way
Rhett
through.
McGill was 5 of 9 for 55 yards and a touchdown and interception. Cade Carlin, the biggest receiver for the Golden Bears, 4 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown. His long was 37. Running-wise, Carlin 8 runs for 27 yards, a long of 11. Damian Wolf, tough sledding, but he had 10 runs for 24 yards. 6 was his long. Aiden Wallace had the 1 run for 12 yards. Uran punted twice for 93 yards. His long was 51. And let's take a look at some Swanton numbers here. Lucas Wilson, 4 of 9 for 34 yards. Drake Harris, 9 carries, 58 yards, a long of 20. Josh Taberski is genius, little basketball players, little Bears, genius.
Yes.
Because it brings all the parents in.
It brings the gate in.
Yep.
It brings in the gate.
All right.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And they got a little
I've never
dance
seen this.
routine,
This is
too.
interesting. This is that Chapel Roan song everybody keeps talking about that I got to play for a game. I've never seen this before.
I haven't either.
Before the band.
I like it.
I do.
I like it a lot. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. It is okay to appropriate for future use. This is the nice one to appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, I'm really impressed with the play of the Golden Bears. Hunter Watson
really
especially.
Solid. You know, Watson coming off the injury, being able to come out, made some really sound tackles. I've been impressed with Lucas Reed, punching the ball out on the fumble.
Yep.
Reading out plays heading into the backfield. And I want folks to hear this. Those are 2 freshmen playing on Friday night, and they are going to do special things with this Golden Bear team. You know, we're getting a lot of young men, a lot of minutes in meaningful games that you normally wouldn't get until there was running clock or something like that. And so, you know, it's tough having a thin team with numbers because they don't get the JV time. But we don't really need the JV because our freshmen and sophomore are all playing.
Yep, exactly. And the fact that JV season has been canceled because of that full reason.
The Golden Bear Band is now ready to head onto the field. You know, the interesting part about it is, partner, is they didn't start the clock till after the cheerleaders.
Well, you know, it's your home. You can do what you want with the clock.
That's right.
So hopefully we've got the Golden Bear Band all set and ready to go. We'll get them for you here. Hopefully my microphone will
not fall out the window.
Not fall out the window. I'm not sure how to do that. Let's send it to the band.
Bear Radio. Tonight, we introduce you to the term leitmotif. A leitmotif is a recurring musical signature that helps the listener recall a moment, theme, character, or emotion each time it is played. Our opener was composed by John Williams. It is one of the most recognizable leitmotifs of film music ever written. He evokes feelings of adventure, heroism, and nostalgia through the use of bold brass fanfare. From 1977, here is the Bryan Marching Band performing the Star Wars main theme. The leitmotif of the Bryan Marching Band's next piece uses choral elements and a driving orchestral arrangement to create tension and drama. It is considered one of the greatest pieces of music in the entire Star Wars saga. It plays during the climactic lightsaber duel between Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul. It captures the conflict between the Jedi and the Sith. Here is the Bryan Marching Band performing John Williams' Duels of the Fate from Star Wars Episode 1. John Williams is known for his use of leitmotifs to develop narrative cohesion and emotional depth in the music of Star Wars. So the Bryan Marching Band closes our show with 3 examples of this. First will be Imperial March, which symbolizes persistent threat of Darth Vader and the Empire. Next will be Leia's theme, which adds humanity and emotional weight. Finally, the Throne Room theme, which provides a sense of closure and triumph. Leia's theme will feature senior Macy Shea on flute solo. The Bryan High School Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Jason Newton, with staff assistants Ben Camarillo and DJ Bonnie. The field commanders are senior Nancy Shao Chef and junior Noah Mills. The band would like to thank the Swanton Marching Band for the hospitality this evening. They thank everyone for their applause and wish you a safe drive home and a great weekend. Good night and go Bears!
Halftime here at Swanton. It's the Golden Bears 15, Swanton nothing. Going to take this time out. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Patricia, experience at a nightclub called The Echo.
Welcome back here to Swanton. We've given a little bit of a recap already as the Swanton band's taking the field, but a good first half for the Golden Bears.
Yeah.
I think, other than can't do that. Well, the reality is, if you're an 0-17, you can't do that.
You can't.
You just cannot let that happen. But all things being said, it's nice to see the offense moving the ball. A couple of chunk plays. We haven't talked about chunk plays for this team all year long until you had the 19-yard pass last week. That was the longest play of the season until the 51-yard pass. And then we come back with the long pass to Carlin off the screen that went for the touchdown. And then a really nice reverse action to get Aiden Wallace in the end zone coming the other way. We got to get those. And we're going to have to get some of those in the second half because they are packing 8 in the box and daring us to throw.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically that's what it is. And the only way to change that is to get something over the top. And they have the weapons to do that. And the question is, does McGill have enough time? And when they stack 8 in the box, that means there's going to be mismatches down the field.
Right.
Just got to find those and exploit it. Again, McGill's a freshman.
Yes.
It's going to come.
Well, McGill's a freshman. Weber's a sophomore. You ran shift sides of the line. You've watched Sickle play tackle, go out to end. You've watched Reed go from inside linebacker to outside linebacker to stand-up end. We're moving things all over the place, and it's been pretty effective.
Yeah, it really has. And I like the two backs. I like the being able to shift in motion. The only thing I wish we would do just a little bit differently is when we've motioned somebody to the boundary side or the far side of the field, we've always run that way. I would love to see a little bit of misdirection, run everybody that way and try to come left.
Well, except for we did that for the touchdown.
Yeah.
We ran him in motion and then brought him back on the reverse. So, I agree, though. I think being able to run to the weak side a little bit just to keep the defense honest.
Yep, absolutely. Disguise it just a little bit, what you're going to be doing.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about some of the other sports in this fall because everybody's getting set to go into tournaments.
Yep.
First off, super big props and congratulations to Caitlin DeWitt, who is going to state for girls tennis. That is exciting. Hasn't been a girls tennis single, individual, I think, since 2018. Is that? I don't know if that's correct or not, but there's been doubles that have gone, and congratulations to Caitlin DeWitt. Both the boys and girls soccer teams won last night. The boys beat Pettisville 3-0. The girls beat Delta 1-0. And the great thing about that was it prevented Delta from winning the outright league title. They played spoiler a little bit, so they shared with Archbold. Just a great game there. Great atmosphere for those two games. Anytime you play the boys and the girls back-to-back, the crowds are just awesome. Girls will open tournament action next Wednesday, the 16th, against the Kenton Wildcats. That'll be our next broadcast. We're going to do that. That'll be at Golden Bears Stadium. Okay. The following day, the 17th, we're going to have all sorts of chaos because we're going to do the boys game from Golden Bears Stadium. That's a 7 o'clock first kick. And they're going to be hosting Ottawa Glandorf in the first round of the sectional. And then we are also going to send a skeleton crew. See what I did there? Halloween skeleton crew. We're going to send a skeleton crew to Lake to cover the girls volleyball team who is opening their tournament at Lake. So actually we will be streaming at the same time a soccer game and a girls volleyball game. So
tournament time is so much fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. So you've got that, and then the concert season in full swing. We've got alternative strings going tomorrow night. We've got the choirs, both the middle school and high school choirs go on Sunday. And then the following Sunday, you've got the orchestra. Pretty soon we'll have the bandstands at the stadium. I mean, there's just a lot going on at the Bryan City School District.
All right, but you got to take a deep breath, and you got to take off the broadcast hat, and you got to put on the dad hat. Dom set a record.
Yes, he did. He broke the school record for saves in a career. He had it at Delta the other night with 655, breaking the record of 654. He had 6 more last night. But the best part about last night was that Chris Fix, who was the former record holder, he was the first goalie in the Bryan program. The Bryan program started in 1994, and Chris graduated. He played 3 years at Bryan in 1996, and that record went for 28 years. And the cool thing about it is I got introduced to Chris over Facebook by Amy Miller. I had asked her about it. I knew she went to school with him. A lot of the Bryan staff, Courtney Roofer was in that class, and a bunch of people were in that class. And so I got connected with Chris, and he was really rooting for Dom to break it. And at one point there was a situation where it looked like he may not get it. And I said, your record might be safe. He said, I want that one to go. He goes, I'll take the single season one because that record won't ever be broken. That was set back in the day.
And if you're starting with a brand new program, you had a very busy goalie.
Yes, you did. You did. So, and Chris came to the game last night, and it was really, really cool to have Chris and Dom posing for pictures together.
That's
and
really awesome.
It was neat, and it's kind of a weight off my mind. Just as dad, trying to be nervous for your kid, and just big thank you to the seniors on that team. You've got Dom, and then you've got Hunter Mufeld and Mason Welling and Caden Oberlin and Elijah Fry and Logan Smith. And then on the girls' side, one senior for the girls, and that's Macy Burton. And just it was great to celebrate with them, and a great senior night. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's really good. And, a huge congratulations as a goalie whose son was a goalie, who coached goalies in high school and in college. It's nice to see a goalie get recognized because you know what? The only time they talk about the goalie is when they make a mistake.
Absolutely.
So it's always good to get some props to the goalie.
And the best thing about last night after getting to meet with Chris and everything like that is Dom got his coat on, went up to the bleachers, and called the girls' game on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
That's really good. That's really good. Now, just wait. In tournament time, if they get a penalty, Dom's going to want to go up and take the penalty so he can get a goal too.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's just that's the way it is with keepers. Why don't we send it away for our last break, and we'll come right back with second half action here from Swanton, where your Golden Bears, we haven't said it all year, your Golden Bears lead 15-0 at halftime.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Welcome back. Thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight and all season long that let us bring everything to you on the Golden Bear Sports Network. The Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Center. And I got to tell you, partner, as my day job is clergy person, and I've had 3 funerals this week. I've got 1 coming probably in the next week. We need to get more funeral homes sponsoring us to pay me back for all the work that I'm doing for them.
Absolutely. By the way, one other thing along those same lines, we're saddened to the loss of Coach Dorothy Manaville, a legendary coach at Bryan. I've got this picture. We honor the coaches. I don't know if you recall at the beginning of the first game, and there's a great picture of Ray Sumter, Dorothy Manaville, and the football coach at the time all together teaching gym class. It was neat. And, she lived a long life, and year's girls soccer or girls basketball team got to go meet her and talk with her. And she was a huge Michigan fan. Just a life well lived, and we're saddened for the loss of her, but what a life.
Very much so. It's you live well, you live long, and you laugh a lot. That's the secret to this. We've given you all of our stats. Other games are probably already back from their halftime break. So let's take a look and see if we've got any updates from around the NWAL. Liberty Center now 28, Evergreen nothing in the third. PH 28, Delta 3 still at the half. And Archbold, Wauseon each added on another touchdown, 24-20 now. Wauseon must have missed the extra point. And that game is still at the half, 15-0 here at the half with a complete first half by the Golden Bears, minus 1 interception and a few penalties.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better outings we've seen the whole year. I feel like the offense is starting to get things going. You looked at losing, Carter Dominic, and you were like, what are we going to do? This 2-back situation, doing some motion, every play in the same formation. I like what it's been doing, and big props to the Bryan coaching staff for scheming that.
Well, and next week, we get back to as close to healthy as we get.
Well, and I haven't heard yet on Carter. I know it was supposed to be 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure if he's
I've
back.
Heard Cody's coming back next week.
Yep.
Sam Gonzalez becomes eligible next week, who's a dynamic returner. So we're going to be about as close to healthy as we've been since week 1. Yep. And, week 1, we started without Beltran.
Yep.
So also a shout out tonight to our folks at WBNO, WQCT. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock. And follow your Bryan Golden Bears all season long on Q 96.5. Listen on air or online at WBNO, WQCT.com.
Well, Bryan is going to kick off as Swanton run the toss and deferred.
And so here we go. It'd be nice for the Golden Bears to get a nice 3-and-out and go put another one on. But one thing you don't want is to let them score.
Do you go onside here?
I think I'm going to make them drive the field on me.
So listening to Timmy Trumpet here for the second time, this is going to definitely be the second half kickoff song next week at Golden Bear Stadium.
I like it. It was always fun watching Mets games when he was doing it live.
Yeah, when he did it live, absolutely. Yeah. cheerleaders over on the Bryan side are
We're
also
getting into
over
it.
there. And look at the players over here.
Yeah.
It's
All
really,
right, partner. I think you've got our new second half kickoff song.
I do.
Looking down at the Swanton sideline, Smigelski, their center and nose guard, had to come out twice. Big end over end kick. This is going to drive him back to the 2. Ball's muffed and goes. It went into the end zone. Going to bring it out to the 20. Got lucky there.
Absolutely.
That's 2 kickoffs that they have gotten incredibly lucky on. The one in the first half that bounced over his head, and then that one muffed and just happened to slide into the end zone.
Boy, that was crazy.
Smigelski is back in at center. He went out twice in the first half.
66 degrees.
Yeah.
We're getting the weather report here.
We are. Weather report.
Let's see. There was a lot of Lucas Wilson to Drake Harris.
A little bit of a different formation this time with an H-back. They throw it out into the flat to the H-back, and that's going to be Bryant. Gets down the sideline out of bounds.
That was a nice play, a wrinkle we haven't seen.
It was. Our runner came free. Our blitzer came free, and they went over his head to Bryant. Nice play.
Pickup of 15.
Finished off by Connor Hogan, pushing him out of bounds. First down 10 for Swanton. Ball at the 35. Again, Bryant playing that H-back position. Didn't see that much in the first half. Twins to the field side, 1 to the boundary side. And this is going to be Harris up the middle. Powers his way forward over the 40 to about the 42. Going to be a Swanton second down.
Boy, a nice running again by Harris. You can see this on the Welling Construction replay.
Just picks his place and then lowers his head.
Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. I got it in before the snap.
You did. Wonderful job. Nice play there by Gage Phillips, too. Making the initial hit and sticking with it all the way through the end of the run to make the tackle. Going to pitch it this way. Here he comes again on the outside. Out of bounds.
Just running people over there.
He is. And
got out to the 43, 47.
It's going to be a first down, 47-yard line. Another first down. We're going to mark it actually at the 48.
Yeah.
First
Pick
down,
up a
10
6.
to go. Well, it helps to see the field, but I can't see players' names nearly as well with the lights off in the press box.
Need to remember to bring a little.
They got a little lamp down there. We need to bring one for us. First down, 10 to go Swanton. Ball at their own 48. They're going to run quarterback power to the far side. And gets about 3.
He didn't turn up field. He strung it out to the left side.
Good play by Bryan to usher him out of bounds.
Pickup of 2.
I'm going to say 44. Inside, 9.5 to go in the third quarter on the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Main Stops open when you need them. Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday.
With the lights here at Swanton, the purple jerseys look very blue.
They do. Going to be a run up the middle. Going to be enough for a first down. Ball was given to number 20. Taberski on the run. Another first down. You know, their offense has moved the ball really well tonight.
Yes, they
until
have.
they get to the place of the turnover. I'm sure that's what Coach McAfee talked about at halftime to them, is you can't turn the ball over, boys.
11th first down for Swanton on the night.
First down, 10. Clock rolling inside 9 minutes as they come to the line. 8 on the play clock. Snap comes back. Once again, the ball's loose again. Recovered by Harris.
Is that going to be, I was going to say, an incomplete pass.
No,
I was
incomplete.
wondering.
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
I don't know who he was targeting there. I saw number 80, his favorite target, streaking across the field. I don't know if that's who he was trying to go for.
Going to make it 2nd and 10. You know, Swanton would have rather had to fumble there, which would have made it second and about 4.
Would have advanced it, yep. Well, they wanted it because they jumped on it.
Harris behind Wilson. Slot to the right. Tight end to the right. Back to pass.
Ooh, over the
Throwing
top.
it deep down the sideline. Takes his receiver out of bounds. He just threw it up
just
to let him
arced
try to
it,
run
yep.
over it and just let him a little bit out of bounds. Good thing for Cade just to kind of usher him that way and use the sideline as a teammate.
Yep.
And don't grab, don't touch, don't do anything like that.
Yep.
So this brings up third and 10. Ball at the 41. They're going power to the left. Lots of power to the left. Two receivers, tight end goes that way.
Look to the
Pressure
right.
coming. They're throwing it back this way. Carlin goes up, high points the ball, intercepts it. That's a Cade Carlin interception.
It's the 5th turnover for Swanton.
Wilson's pass intercepted by Carlin.
A little slow to get up for Cade. And he's going to stay down for a minute.
Timeout for an injury.
Well, that was a target of Seth Carmen, and what happened, if you can see it on the Welling Construction replay here, they go up top, and Carmen is down there pretty open, but he underthrows the ball.
And Cade goes up on high points. It plays center field on it. He's up and walking off the field. I think he landed on the ball and got the air knocked out of him. He's kind of grabbing his belt, spinning out over the 20 to about the 21, 22.
Yep.
Be enough for a first down.
Nice run in there, power running by Wolf. He found a hole, cut back, made a couple guys miss.
Ball at the 22.
Pick up a 12.
10. Biggest run of the night for Damien. Going motion.
And I think they got him that time.
And we get one on them this time.
Swanton, 5-yard penalty.
Move it out to the 27, first and 5. Keeping with the twin backs in the backfield on either side of McGill. Slot to the right. Single receiver out here to the left. Now we're going to bring the motion to the boundary side of the field, and we're going to send him back the other way, and it's going to be a jet sweep. Aiden Wallace turns upfield, enough for a first. Wonder if we got a face mask or a hold coming from that spot.
Face mask.
Face mask, 5-yard face mask, which would be enough, should move it for another first down.
All right, so he got out to the...
He got 6, and they moved 5 on the penalty.
All right, so we got to the 49, yep. And then we got a penalty.
Unofficial paid attendance tonight, 1,462.
1462 our attendance here tonight. Slot right, single receiver to the left, ball mark ready for play, first down 10. Golden Bears, Wallace coming in motion this way again. Gets his slot spot on the hash. Barking out the call, doing a check with me. 10 on the play clock. McGill back to pass. Looks downfield, completes it. That's going to be to Weber. Weber inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, and what really helped that, I don't know if we'll be able to see it here on the replay, the block, there was a blitzer coming right there, and Damian Wolf made
really
a great block right there.
Yep, picked up the blitz, something we haven't done well all season long. Nice to see Damian do it. Carlin comes back in the game. Reed goes back to the sideline, and it's going to be Wolf. It's nice to see a mistake play go positive.
Yep, 1 yard.
You got two receivers to the boundary side. We're going to bring Wallace in motion. We've been doing it a lot all night. He picks up his
Blitz
spot.
is going to come in on the left
and
side
you got
there.
Carlin going to the right. He finds a crease, gets inside the 10. Going to mark him down at the 9. Going to bring up third down.
Pick up a 3.
3rd and 6. Inside 5:45 to go on your main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard.
Bears can get a first down at the 3. Well, really the 4.
Running our motion. They're definitely playing a zone. Nobody moved with them. Found the soft spot. Throws.
Touchdown.
That's touchdown Golden Bears. What a catch by Weber.
He was double teamed, And, that's a freshman throw right there into double coverage, and Weber was able to pick it up there.
Let's look at this on the replay.
Look at that. He's double covered. He's triple covered.
Goes over the defender's hands. Big touchdown right there.
Absolutely. And I think that the conversation as you come over there is going to be, hey, great job, but
no.
Don't throw that in there.
No. Yes. Snap. The kick is up.
No good.
No good. 5:18 to go here in the third quarter. Your Golden Bears, they're saying good on the scoreboard.
I don't think it was good.
I thought I saw no good. We'll send it away for a commercial, and we'll come right back as we sort things out here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here to Swanton. Brian, was that our longest drive of the season, partner?
It was a pretty long drive.
That was a long drive.
I will get you a drive summary here just a second.
That was a long drive, again, off of another turnover. We ended up taking things down the field, scoring off the turnover. Extra point, no good. Nice mix that time. Lots of run, couple nice passes in there. And I like what the coaching staff is doing with the motion on every play. It helps your quarterback read the defense. If somebody goes with your motion man, it's man coverage. If they stay out in their position, you're looking at a zone. So it helps your young quarterback get a read on the defense.
So that started the 10, so it was a 90-yard drive.
Definitely our longest drive of the season.
Yep, and it was 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Duran's boot, he gets all of this one. He's going to send it over everybody 2 yards deep in the end zone. Got a nice little breeze behind him, and he just let that one go.
It's got a leg. They'll come out to the 20.
Swanton will take over first down. 10 to go at their own 20-yard line, trailing 21-0.
That was a nice drive by the Bears. Now defense needs to do their part, which they have been.
They have 5 turnovers tonight.
Yep.
Best defensive outing in a couple years. Going to be another handoff. Nowhere to go. Met in the backfield, driven back.
Well, it was a late handoff. It looked like a delay.
Little delay handoff, and we were crashing.
He lost a yard on the play.
Hogan's in there. Sickles in there. Carter was in there.
I don't know if we can run that replay quick, but it just looks slow. See
it's
that?
Just a delayed handoff, and we were.
There was a host of Golden Bears.
Yes, and something that we've seen happen to us so many times this year is their offensive line got pushed back.
Yep.
There was no place to find breathing room that time. Good effort by the Bears up front. 3-man run this time. We're going to run the option again.
Missed tackle by the Bears.
Keep it this time. Going to make it 3rd and 2. They're going to get them out to the 28.
And that could have been stopped for negative yardage, but a missed tackle somewhere in there by the Golden Bears.
3rd down, 2 to go. Clock, 4 minutes on the snap. And they're going to run the option this way. Turns it upfield. He's going to get enough for the first down.
Yep.
Forward progress is going to give him out over the 30 to about the 31, 32. It'll be a first down. It's so rare to see traditional option in high school anymore.
Absolutely. Even in college.
Yep. You see the RPO. You see the read option. But this traditional option, you got 2 big kids that are both capable of running the ball. Who do you take? You got to know your discipline, know your assignments. Going to be pass, looking. Wolf's broken in. The ball's comes loose.
And it's loose again. Bears had it originally. I don't know if they still have it.
We're pushing that
Yep,
way.
they
We're
do.
showing that way. Another 6th turnover on the night. Let's take a look at this.
That was
Rolling out to
busted
the
from the
right.
beginning.
Wolf is coming, strips the ball out,
And,
I think Wolf falls on it.
Yep. We got a player down. I think that's Swanton.
And with that injury, why don't we take one with him? You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network, where your Bears lead 21-0.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back to the Golden Bears Sports Network here in Swanton. Bryan leading this one 21-0.
Stat of the night is
Another
the
turnover.
turnovers.
6 turnovers.
6 of them.
5 fumbles.
Connor Hogan's down too.
Or he's just being stretched.
Okay.
He had cramping all last week, so I couldn't
Okay.
play most of the second half. Yeah, I looked and I saw the trainer behind him. I'm like, okay, he's getting stretched. So the ball's going to be on the 23 officially. First down, 10 to go, short field for the Golden Bears. 3:36 to go. Looks like they're warming up their backup quarterback over there, and 2 of their backups are hurt. This is Caden Gorsuch warming up on the sideline, number 10. Two backs, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Wolf. He's got yards. He's churning. He's burning. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
What a run by Wolf right there.
One play, 23-yard drive. I like the way those work.
Yeah, absolutely. And, boy, that was a nice piece of running by Damian Wolf. You see here on the Welling Construction replay. Patient, let the hole open up.
And just powered his
going.
way. Oberlin on to try the extra point again. 3:26 to go. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is
good.
Good.
Barely
snuck that one through. 28-0 here in the Golden Bears Sports Network. We'll be right back with the kickoff after this word from our sponsors.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
By the coach. Welcome back here to Swanton. 28-0. Golden Bears make quick work of another turnover. 1 play, 23 yards. Damian Wolf got a big hole and just kept going. Jacob Uran teeing it up at the 40. He has been pinning them deep.
Yes.
And he's gotten a couple of bad breaks. We had one that bounced over a head and went into the end zone for a touchback, and one muff that went into the end zone. We haven't heard this song yet during the playlist here tonight with all the good music, but Jacob's got them flirting with disaster. Not this time. Not this time.
Oh, that's out the back of the end zone. Dies about 6 yards deep in the end zone.
That was just – he's just letting his leg work tonight, isn't he? You got the wind at your back. Just let it fly.
All right, let's see if Swanton can get something going.
Let's see if Wilson comes back out at quarterback after he went down after the fumble. Landed weird.
He's out there. Yep.
Looks like he just landed weird, because the arm was kind of out when it got hit from behind.
I don't know if he was trying to he got hit from behind. I don't know if he was trying to throw that. It just looked like I didn't think Wolf got a strip there, but maybe he did.
First down, 10 to go. And it's going to be Harris coming this way. Sickle meets him and holds on till help comes. Nice play that time. You got that really nice work that time. Sickle makes the hit, waits for Phillips and the others to come. 2nd down and 8, clock running at 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 28-0 Golden Bears on your main stops, the Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Bears looking at a 3-3 look. Back to pass, those out in the flat, complete to Bryant. Bryant's got enough for a first down. Tackled, brought down on the far side of the field. I'm not sure if that was a 4 or 9 over there, if it was Phillips or Carlin. We'll take a
like
look
that little pass,
Nice.
swing pass to the outside. That's 4.
Yep, that's Gage Phillips. Nice tackle, but not before. A nice gain for the Bulldogs.
16, a pickup.
1st and 10. Ball out at the 39. Bryan being a little more disciplined now after getting caught with those 2 hard counts in the first quarter. Back to pass, looking, throws a little screen. Bryan's got it. Nice chase down from behind by Damian Wolf. And Gage Phillips was in pursuit there again. He's been all over the field in this third quarter.
Back-to-back passes to Bryan.
2nd and 5 after a pickup of 5. Ball at the 44. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Looking to get the play in. 13 on the play clock. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs. The snap. They're going to pitch it. And it's going to be met. Spizak almost picked that one off in the air. Nice read that time. Pushed him back. Loss of 5. Brings up 3rd and 10.
You know, what's interesting is they have a Harris can throw the ball too, so I wonder if they ever think about a pitch
double
and
pass
a throw.
like we did, or a throwback.
Yeah, a throwback, a pitch and a throw.
Yeah. Bryan's going to come in motion. H back to this side. They're going to roll to this side.
Looking
Wilson
for
in
him
trouble.
again.
Finds Bryan. Going to be brought down short of a first down. Going to bring up 4th and about 2.
Bryan's given a wrinkle there.
4th and 1.
I say he got up.
We haven't seen him punt yet.
48.
We've seen him fake a punt, but we haven't seen him punt yet. And they're going to go for it here, 4th and 2. Looking with the hard count again.
Bears got back.
Trying the hard count one more time. See if they take a timeout. Nope, they're going to run it. And he's got the first down. Harris inside Bryan territory. Tried for the hard count twice, and I wasn't sure if they were just going to do the old college thing and just let it run and call the timeout to punt. But nice, with 2 seconds to go on the play clock. Nice handoff to Harris into Bryan territory.
And that was throwing me because they had that spotted. The first down marker was spotted correctly, but the play spot was off.
Last play of the third quarter, and once again, going to be Harris picking his way. He's got a nice hole. And we got a flag coming in late. I think it's going to come back. So we're going to have an untimed down, I do believe.
Ball got up to the penalties at the 30 or the 42 and a half.
Looking to see if that, waiting for the official. We got a hold against the Bulldogs.
Ended the third quarter.
I think it's going to be the end of the quarter. The end of the quarter, Bryan 28, Swanton nothing on the goal. 28, Swanton nothing on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
I don't think so. I don't know what they're doing. Welcome back. I'm not sure what else is going on. We do know the quarter ended. They finally got the penalty marked off right.
But I don't think that they haven't
reset the chains from the third quarter.
And it should be 1st and 18, I believe. There we go. No, maybe, I don't know.
No, they're getting it. They just had to move. They had to move the solid line marker.
Okay,
first
and
and
18.
1st and 18.
Yep, there we go.
All right, we're all sorted out.
That was challenging.
That was.
It took like calculus and.
That was modern math.
It was. So 1st and 18.
And now we got a stoppage in play. An official's time.
I think that maybe
trying to figure out what down it is.
Yeah, it should be first.
Should be 1st and 18.
1st and 18.
Let's see if they make sure they keep it the same. All right, I think we're ready.
Yep. Just makes it 1st and 18.
1st and 18. Trips to this side for the Bulldogs. Back to pass Wilson. He's got time. Now he's flushed.
And his ball's
down
out
the
again.
Ball's out again.
It's still going. Still going. Follow that. Follow that. It's still going.
Nobody. I'm not sure who's got it. It looks like it's going to be Swanton ball back inside their own 10.
Wow.
Somebody was like,
look at that. It
there's
just
one
going.
kick.
2,
fall, no,
3,
then it's booted.
4, 5.
That's going to bring up a
second and
55. I'm not sure anybody's got any plays in their playbook for 2nd and 55. You know, this is going to take a Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, pass behind the back, lateral to somebody who's not even in the play. Mercy. I have never seen a 2nd and 55.
I don't know who recovered the fumble either. It was so many.
I don't know.
We're going to give that to Caden Bryan.
2nd down, 55. Wilson back to pass. If you got a hook and lateral in here,
that's
now's the time to run it.
And Swanton's going to do a timeout because I think they had some personnel issues.
Yep, I do too. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back here with 3rd and 55 from Swanton. Bryan 28, Swanton nothing on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Well, Swanton is going to have interesting yardage at the end of this game because they moved the ball fairly well, and it's going to look like they had good offensive yardage. It's hard to make up from losing 45 yards on a play.
It was a 37-yard loss on the play.
That hurts.
All right?
That hurts your totals.
It got kicked. I think Damian Wolf saw that and thought he was going to
His
go
eyes
to pay
got
there.
big, yeah.
And it had 6 different times the ball got kicked and moved around, and
so
that was funny.
That was funny. And it's just nobody could fall on it and cover it. And, if you look, it's been so dry. The field's in beautiful shape.
It is.
But if you look, that any time somebody goes down, the ball's down. There's dust going everywhere because, we're in the middle of a drought up here. So 3rd and 55. Back to pass in his own end zone. Throws it deep down the middle to nobody. 4th and 55. Try to find that soft spot in the middle of the zone.
They're trying to target Seth Carmen again.
Now, we've got our 2 punt returners inside the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
No, I can't. They faked it the last time. I can't see them faking it this time. Can you?
I really can't. I mean, that's one of those things. If you let them get a first down, you should just quit playing football.
Bryan on to punt in his own end zone. 4th and 5th. Motion this time. Damien's going to go up the middle again. Driving the pile forward up near the 15. Nice run by Damien Wolf. He's starting to run with chunks.
Yep. Pickup of 8. They're going to say he's
Second
out to
and
the
2.
16.
Yep. Just inside the 16-yard line. Clock rolling inside 10:40 on your main stops the Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Bryan leading this one 28-0. Going to be McGill
Keeper.
Driven to the ground, but enough for a first down.
We got that down to the 13.
Going to be the ball on the 13, 1st and 10.
So they get behind the line of scrimmage. You can see it right here, right there. And he spun off. There was a block by Wolf. He spun off, went out to the outside, stiff arm, and then just dove for the pylon.
Bryan comes on to try the extra point. And we're at running clock, partner.
Yes, we are.
We've seen that a lot this year.
The other way.
Not this way.
Bryan running somebody off late here.
Now we're ready to go. Oberlin on to try the extra point. This one gets high and scoots over to Barr. Extra point's good, 35-0 Golden Bears. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Welcome back here to Swanton. 35-0 Golden Bears. Couple of short fields this half.
Yeah, it absolutely has. Let's see if we can get some drive summaries up here. The Bears had it at the Swanton 24 after that punt for the last drive. And that was nice. A nice run by Carlin. Again, set up by that bounce off.
That was a really nice spin move. You know, it's and you and I have talked about it, partner. Kate Carlin just seems to be playing with so much more focus when he's not having the offense on his shoulders.
Yep, exactly.
You know, he's and you got to tip your hat to the young man. You know what? When you're the starting quarterback for a football team and you lose your position, it would be really easy to just give up on the season.
Yep.
And he's played harder since he's been moved from quarterback. You know, an interception tonight, a touchdown run tonight, a long touchdown reception tonight. Uran on to kick. No win this time. We'll see what he does with it. And he gets all of it. Drives the returner back to the 6. Comes out to the middle. 15, 20. Finds a crease.
Uh-oh.
Tripped up. Nice return. Nice return. Ball's going to be marked at the 40. Think Jacob's going to go to the sideline and coach is going to say, put it in the end zone.
Yep.
I mean, that
nice
looked like the
return
turf
there by
monster.
Jaden Wilson.
Yeah, it looked like the turf monster got him in the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see any Golden Bears around him. Swanton takes it 1st and 10 at their own 40.
34-yard pickup.
One receiver each way. Going to be Harris up the middle. Finds a seam. And he's off to the races. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. No laundry on the field.
No laundry, yep.
Nice play.
That was a great play, a 60-yard run. for Drake Harris.
And I look, and we've got a lot of our number 2s out there on defense, and they took advantage of that.
So the running clock will come off.
That makes up for the 37-yard loss in the last possession.
Absolutely. I believe that their kicker is Isaiah Bulliard.
The wind is picked up. The snap's good. The hold's good. The kick is good. 7:51 to go in the ball game. Bryan 35, Swanton 7. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. Big 60-yard run for Harris, 35-7, running clocks off. You got to be expecting onside here, don't you?
Yeah, you absolutely do. And let's talk about Drake Harris, 18 yards, 18 rushes for 134 yards. We have some fireworks going off over there. And I'll tell you what, that run was unbelievable.
It was a good run.
Bears are going to have to put the hands team in.
Yep.
They got Uran up there. They got Wolf up there. They've got Phillips up there.
You got Carter Sickle up there. Vincent
Taylor's in there.
Lining it up, ready to go. And does it. And the ball is, nice job by Taylor to fall on it. I'm not sure if that's a true onside kick or if it's just trying to get the bounce to go your way. But nice play by Taylor to roll that one in.
Yeah, Taylor fell on that and kind of rolled over it. I was hoping that he was going to hold on to that.
Golden Bears take over at their own 39, 1st and 10. You know, I'm thinking that you don't put him into their stance until 10.
That was maybe 15 seconds they were holding on there.
Down in inner stance at 12. Snap comes at 5, and Wolf goes up the middle. He breaks a tackle, breaks another one, drives forward into Swanton territory. Good for a Bryan first down.
Nice run in there again by Wolf. They figured something out with Damian Wolf here.
And, you know, I'm going to say nice job by Jamison Longoria. We don't talk about the center very often that time, but we were getting chirped at pretty hard. And Jamison walked in and got in between them and told our guy, not worth it, not worth it. Nice leadership from your seniors, kind of what you want from your center. And here comes the jet sweep. Looking for the block. Oh. Cuts it back, nowhere to go.
I think that he went outside his blocker there. That wasn't what was supposed to happen.
I don't think so. I think you're supposed to cut it up inside.
Yep. Loss of 1. I don't know if we can see that on replay here. But
you got Reed in the backfield now instead of Carlin. Loss of 1. Clock inside 6 minutes now to go in the game. Bryan 35, Swanton 7. Comes the snap. Going to be up the middle. That's going to be Reed. Reed bounces it to the outside. He's got another first down or close.
And we talked about Lucas Reed with Coach during inside the Bears den a couple weeks ago, and they were really looking for Cooper Beltran to come back to spell Lucas Reed back into the backfield. They said he's a dynamic runner, and you saw that right there.
Enough for a first down.
Pickup of 12.
Moves the chains. Keeps clock rolling. Reed and Wolf in the backfield. Going to be Reed again. And
he barreled people over right there.
Inside the 35 or right at the 35. They're going to mark him down. He's just a hard-nosed kid who runs hard.
And he's a freshman. And he didn't get to play his position. He practiced all summer because he got drafted into offensive line.
And he just got sent off. I think he got a little dinged up on that one. And
Reed is 5'6", 137. 187.
187. Hunter Watson coming in now. They take Reed out of the game. They're going 2-by-2. And they're going to give it to Damian. And he gets maybe a yard. Going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that linesman didn't move it at all.
No.
We'll call it 7.
Yep, 3rd and 7 it is at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't get any of that. Original line of scrimmage was 35.
So now we're going to 1 back in the backfield with Reed out. Watson slot left.
Wallace is going to go in motion. Nope, he's not.
And we got a penalty.
Yeah, we had 2 guys in motion.
We're going to make it 3rd and 12.
So it was what it was. The reason that penalty happened is over here, Wallace was about ready to go in motion, and he flinched as coming across was the other motion.
Yep, Watson was coming.
And so it was 2 men in motion. 4th and 11.
And let's see if we take a 5-yard mark off here.
I'd take the 5-yard penalty, and
just to give him a little bit more
punting room.
Yep, that's exactly what I would do.
Although, okay, he got off. There was a late runoff for Swanton. We are going to take, no. He's just going to kick it.
Gets it high in the air. And takes a neutral bounce. Going to roll dead at about the 14-yard line, where Swanton will take over 1st and 10 with 2:15 to go in the ball game. Your Golden Bears 35, Swanton 7.
Only a 25-yard punt from the Bears, but it could have been a lot worse had that rolled into the end zone.
Yeah. You get something inside the 20 as a punter, and it's a good day.
Yep. Well, the Bears have played spectacularly well today, taking advantage of the turnovers from Swanton. 6 turnovers. You don't win many football games with 6 turnovers.
And Bryan's got their number 2s in again on defense.
There's Harris again.
Going to take up over the right-hand side again. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, gets run out of bounds.
Well, the line of scrimmage was on the shoelace.
Going to give it to him again. Coming this way, another big hole. Runs over 1, gets pushed out of bounds. A little bit of stat padding going on.
Yeah.
But you know what? For these young men, the game's out. They're not going to score 28 in a minute 35. It's senior night at home. Let them enjoy themselves. Comes again. Patiently picks his hole. Gets
Runs
through
over
one
him.
more. Pushed out of bounds again. He's a big, strong young man.
Another big pickup there. Down to the 25. I say 26. pickup of 16. And the last few plays, Harris for 8, 17, 19, and 16.
And after going 60 on the last drive.
And that gives Harris, I'll get you a stat here, 194 yards on the night on 22 carries.
And here comes the penalty, offsides against Bryan. Lined up in the neutral zone.
Bryan. 5-yard penalty.
Ball at the 21 now, 1st and 5. Harris again.
Big hole right there on the right.
Shut down that time
it was.
by the Golden Bears.
That was a big opening right there. And then coming in to fill the gap, 25 for the Bears.
Cole Carlin?
Yep.
Inside a minute. Going to be Harris again. Again to the right. Pushing forward.
He's stopped inside the 1.
1st down and goal.
Yep, at the 1, 1st and goal. Trying to see who made the tackle.
Touchdown, Swanton.
Boy, it was all Harris on that one. Pretty simple. Just like you drew it up.
Yep.
Then the choir concerts are at 2:30, 2 and 4:30, excuse me. That'll be over at First Brethren Church across the street from the school, and we'll have those on Golden Bear TV. Just go youtube.com/Golden Bear TV. And then we've got 4 games next week.
4 games next week. And we're at home next week.
Yes, we are. So home, but all but for the volleyball game. Volleyball game will be on the road at Lake. And again, that'll be a skeleton crew broadcast.
Let's see if they do that little squibby kick again. All we got to do is fall on it, and then we can slip out of here with a first win of the season, partner.
And the first win in Coach Staten's career at Bryan.
At Bryan.
He's the all-time wins leader at Eden, so.
Got the hands team up and in again. And going to pooch it this time. Coming up and taken by Aiden Wallace with a fair catch. Little pop up to short that time that he fielded really well.
Caught that at their own 38. 39.
But the Golden Bears take a knee, and we'll send it out of here.
Are they going to get a penalty? They're stopping the clock.
On the field.
I think they're giving Swanton a timeout.
We're just going to take a knee.
I think they gave Swanton a timeout.
And that will be the knee. The victory formation. We haven't got to run that yet this
No,
year.
we have not.
But it's nice to be able to do it here as this one's going to run out. Bryan gets their first win on the season, 35-13 over the Bulldogs from Swanton. And all Golden Bears until Swanton's first team took advantage of our second team on those last couple of drives. That'll do it here from Swanton. 35-13, Bryan wins. We'll send it off for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back with stats and to wrap this one up on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Again, a thanks to all of our sponsors who let the Golden Bears Sports Network happen. Tonight's game brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Center. You got some stats for us, partner?
I do. Bryan had 16 first downs. They were 2 for 9 on third downs, 1 for 2 on fourth down. Swanton had 20 first downs. They were 4 for 10 on third, 1 for 5 on fourth. Total yards, Bryan had 269 to Swanton's 341. Passing, Bryan was 7 for 11 for 83 yards. Swanton 8 of 18 for 79 yards. 1 interception each way. Bryan had 39 rushing attempts for 186 yards rushing. Swanton, 44 rushing attempts for 262 yards rushing. Bryan was penalized 8 times for 62 yards. Swanton, 5 penalties for 35 yards. The big number, Swanton turned the ball over 6 times, lost 5 fumbles and an interception. And anytime you do that, it's really hard to win football games.
And Bryan, getting an update on my happy little phone. Around the NWAL, Liberty Center 42, Evergreen nothing. Archibald ahead of Wauseon 32-26 in the fourth. And PH all over Delta 37-3. Next week for us, we host Wauseon. Swanton goes on the road to Evergreen. We've given you all the updates of all the stuff going on in the Golden Bear Sports Network and the Golden Bear Television Network over the next few days. So let's thank our crews. Krista Brenner making us sound good and the field look good. John Tripodi, Florence Jones on camera. Wade Hasselman, the athletic director here at Swanton. Back home, Nathan Keel, Therese Kuzma, the Golden Bear photographers, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. An executive producer and my co-host tonight, Chris Malanga. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including the descriptions or accounts, of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Network. With Chris Malanga, I'm Dave Brobston.